Hi, my name is Stephanie. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook under Angelic Energy Light. I am a psychic medium and spiritual healer. The whole purpose of me creating this was to share some of my astral travel experiences. So today I'd like to talk about somewhat of a green colored planet I visited, and also the purple planet I had spoken about before. If you've seen the video before, I ended up making this painting in reference to it. So the first time I encountered the purple planet, I didn't actually go on it, so this time I did, and I want to let you know what I saw. So the green planet I went to, when I started my meditation, or I call it that, before I come out of my body, I was actually holding a seraphimite stone. It comes from the seraphim name for angel, the seraphim angels, and the stone looks like this. It's really hard to, I can't quite get it to reflect the way I want it to, but in every piece of seraphim stone there is, you can see either a feather or an angel wing, which I think is pretty awesome. I'm actually wearing one now. I don't know if you can see the feather there, but it's pretty awesome. So I was meditating, or I was holding those when I left. So the planet looked similar to this stone from afar before we went on to it. When we landed on the planet, our feet touching gently, it felt spongy, which was quite different. It was a beautiful planet that had green gems, I guess you could say, large. They were huge, growing up out of the planet. It reminded me almost like of emerald, to best try and describe it. Just referring to my notes, because it has been quite some time ago. So here we just kind of had more of a personal conversation, where he told me that I am a reincarnated angel, and that I have the spirit of a warrior, and that's why I've been so strong through different things that have happened in my life so far. And he also told me a very interesting fact, that they use the special material that grows on that planet, the green, looked like emerald, to build their weapons, to protect themselves against who they're fighting against. They didn't go much into detail, but I'm assuming it would be, you know, any negative energy that's trying to lower our vibration. So before we left there, it's very amazing. I know I've talked about the golden sphere he gave me and put inside, right around my solar plexus area. He took a piece of the green gem and he put it inside of that sphere and gave it to me as a gift. And at that time I wasn't sure how to use it. I had discovered how to use the golden sphere, but I'll explain in the next planet, where he gave me another color gem on the purple planet, how I use it. So when I went to the purple planet, I had been meditating with, or holding, clear quartz and amethyst. And I'm just going to refer to my notes because I don't want to miss any of the details. So as I mentioned last time I was there, I wasn't able to see anything on it. I believe I needed some more strength or experience with astral travel. So when we flew down through the atmosphere, I could see that there was a city. And the city wasn't like a city. It was kind of, but not really like a city here on Earth. It was beautiful. It was well taken care of. There was no garbage. Just everything looked completely fresh and beautiful. Sorry, I saw paths and streams, just a beautiful nature that people or beings could, you know, be walking around in. So we ended up on a path. It was almost like white sand, and it's a pathway. We walked through there and eventually came to a circle area of it, of the path turned into a circle, and there was a kind of like a bird bath in the middle. And at that point, he asked me, oh yes, if there was anything I wanted to see while I was on this planet. So I said, I'd like to see some other beings, or who's here. And just quickly, very quickly, a tall being went past me, and it seemed almost, I'm pretty sure it was an angel. I couldn't go into detail because at that time, what I had wrote is that I don't think I was really ready to go into that much detail. So when we were close to the bird bath around the circle path area, the white sand, I asked him who I was and where do I come from. And he said, look and see, referring to the bird bath and the reflection in it. So I walked up to it, and I was really quite hesitant, I had some fear because I wasn't sure what I would see. It was almost like a self-awakening of some sort that I felt may have happened, what would be happening, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. So I peeked just slightly, about halfway, twice. First time I did it really quickly. I just kind of looked over really quickly, only went about this far, and I did it twice. And what I saw was that my skin was similar to the color it is now, but it was slightly more orange. And my eyes, like, I looked very similar to the way I am now, but my eyes were wider, more wider, like cat's eyes, almost. So that was pretty cool. I wasn't sure what to take away from that. I just thought I would go back and reflect on that afterwards. I found it to be very interesting. Oh yes, another thing is that my cheeks were higher and wider. So basically, it's hard to explain. That's the only way I can try to explain it to you. I didn't have the courage to see much more, like I said. I had the chances that I could have. I just wasn't quite ready at that point. But what I did see was pretty cool. So before we left that planet, he gave me another gift, which is the color in that planet, purple. He gave me a purple stone as well. And basically, I guess now what I can do is tell you how I use it. So the purple stone, as I noticed that it was colors going along, I started putting them in areas where the chakra systems would be. So purple I put in third eye, the green heart chakra. So what I do is I activate the golden sphere. I pull that out first with the golden light around me. And then in a similar way, which I've explained how to do that, pulling it out, I then move to the green and I pull that out and I fill the whole area around me with green. And then similar with the purple. And I find it to be very activating, refreshing. I feel much stronger when I do this. it's goosebumps all over, just like the golden sphere. It's intense. So that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or anything you would like me to talk about in another video, please feel free to comment. Please like and share, subscribe. That way I know where I should be going next. Love and light be with you. Take care.